The eruption of Mount Tambora was the largest recorded volcanic eruption in all of human history. The eruption took place on April 10th, 1815 on the island of Indonesia. The eruption actually lasted about 6 months, spewing continuous ash into the atmosphere. This volcano falls under the stratovolcano category. It was formed on a convergent boundary. One of the reasons why it exploded so violently was because ocean water penetrated cracks in the mountain and it reacted with the magma within, causing massive amounts of pressure to build up. Then the mountain built up from inside. The whole mountain turned into a flowing mass of liquid fire. Pumice stones rained down and the lava flowed down, covering almost the entire island. It was a massive eruption.
I would like to go over Tambora and its human and political impacts. I do want to start this off by saying that it is the largest eruption ever recorded, which beats Pompeii. People think Pompeii is, but it's not. The flows from the volcano killed almost the whole population of the Tambora province. It killed more than 10,000 people. Because it was so big, it didn't only affect the people who lived close to it, but pretty far away as well. It ended up destroying 35,000 homes. It caused the summer of winter, which gets into the political part of it. The impact of that caused it to snow in New England and Europe in the months of June, July, and August, which is crazy. Because of the colder weather, farmers had to sadly slaughter their animals because of lack of food. This event inspired an authoritarian streak because of the fear of low food. So the fear of food shortages led to governments to adopt things such as tariffs and trade barriers. So that was just the starting of all that. They were scared of the food shortage that they did have. And the people who suffered the most from this politically, I would say, was China. They were a huge superpower before this, and after 1816, 1817, they slowly started to decline as a world superpower.
So not only did this eruption have an impact on the people close to the eruption, but also the entire globe as a whole. It really affected the landscape impact and the people living close by as well. So when this occurred, it expelled as much as 150 cubic kilometers of ash, pumice, I think it's how it's pronounced, and other rock. And it was estimated to be 60 megatons of sulfur into the atmosphere when the entire volcano erupted. So as that material mixed with the atmospheric gases, it prevented substantial amounts of sunlight from reaching the Earth's surface, eventually reducing the average global temperature by as much as 3 degrees Celsius. So as a result of this, 80,000 people died from the disease and famine since crops could not grow. So it was either because of the environmental impact and the atmosphere of the air and that they couldn't breathe. It wasn't breathable conditions to be living in. And also the crops would not grow, so they didn't have any food to eat. So it had such a profound impact that the year 1816 was called the year without a summer because it impacted the entire community in that dramatic of a way.
However, not all of the effects of the volcano were bad. If it weren't for the eruption of Mount Tambora, we would never have the classic Frankenstein. Mary Shelley was meant to go on a vacation that summer with her friends, but due to the year without summer and the bad weather, she had to stay inside and wrote Frankenstein. Additionally, the bicycle was invented during the year without summer. It was obviously sparked by boredom and restlessness. Although bicycles were looked down upon at the time of invention, they did eventually catch on in 1819, with thousands appearing in London alone. This was the peak of its popularity. The effects of the volcano reached all the way to the United States, and the crop harvest was so bad that Thomas Jefferson, former president, had to ask for a $1,000 loan.